In the past and present, there has been, and still is, laws that give certain people unequal rights. Though in the past these laws have been very more unequal for the rights of individuals, whether they are different gender or race. But now in America, those laws against gender or race don't exist, but not in some other places. Luckily, there have been people who have stood up against these laws and had them abolished. Frederick Douglass, Susan B. Anthony, and Rosa Parks are some of those determined people who stood up to what was wrong and accomplished their goals. All three of them did have to face some challenges, but that never stopped them from achieving their dreams to change the world.
Frederick Douglass was certainly a leader for slaves. People should really think about what Douglass did for slaves. In the biography, Frederick Douglass, Freedom's Voice, the author shows all of what Douglass did for slavery. In 1838, Frederick escaped to New York to be freed, but soon moved to Massachusetts. In 1841, Douglass started speaking for the Anti-Slavery Society. In 1847, he published a newspaper that talked all about anti-slavery. Frederick Douglass helped change the act of slavery because he was a black man speaking in front of white men, and he really did well at speaking for anti-slavery. If not for the help of Frederick Douglass, there might still be slavery.
In early 1800s, women weren't allowed to vote. That was when a brave young woman named Susan B. Anthony stepped in and had a say in this. And fighting for change was about a woman named Susan B. Anthony. She wanted all women to vote. Anthony traveled around the world giving inspiring speeches and didn't care if people had the same beliefs as her. In 1860, Anthony started writing newspapers and articles giving women the right to vote. As the years passed, Anthony began protesting more and more, to the point where she was arrested. Sadly, Anthony died in 1905, and years after, the 19th Amendment was passed and gladly named in her honor.
Rosa Parks is undoubtedly a big part of ending segregation. In the biography Rosa, the author includes details about why Rosa Parks was upset about segregation. On a bus, she decided to sit in a part of the bus where she can sit, but a while after, she was told move disrespectfully. She didn't want to and just said no, which led to her arrest. Her arrest got people to protest against segregation and even start the Montgomery bus boycott. The year following her arrest, the Supreme Court ruled segregation on buses and schools illegal thanks to her arrest. The moment Rosa Parks said no, that started something that would change people's thoughts and feelings on segregation forever. She was able to stop segregation on buses, which led to the legalization on segregation. Thanks to her, people of all races in America have the same equality.
In the end, all of these actions or ways of protest had big effect on our world today. Frederick Douglass helped blacks have their rights. Susan B. Anthony gave women the right to vote. Jane Addams ended child labor, and Rosa Parks also helped blacks have their rights. Small things have big action.